Thought I was going to be the youngest guy here until Craig showed up.
Go Craig.
Those darn college Republicans. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a really privilege to be able to get to know a lot of you. I've known some of you for quite some time. I've gone to church with Betsy for a number of years. I've known Daryl for a long time, and I got to know a bunch of you as well. And it's cool to build relationships with people who are going down the same path together. As we've witnessed the deterioration of just the moral foundation of our country and common sense governance in Washington and even closer to home, I think we can all recognize the fact that we're going to have to get back to the basics a little bit when it comes to government. The people of Boone County, and in my instance, the 44th District, I think they deserve a representative that they can trust and who will work hard to be a voice for the district as a whole and not just for a personal political agenda. I think they deserve a representative that doesn't come with strings attached and skeletons in their closet. I sincerely believe, and we've heard this throughout the evening, that 2012 is probably going to be one of, if not the most pivotal elections in the history of our state, in the history of our country. Literally, the decisions that we make over these next few months will impact the world that we leave our kids, impact the world that we leave our grandkids. I've said it before and I say it again, we cannot afford to repeat the political sins of our past because at this point our margin for error is really zero. And the time is now. There's no better time than now to set a course that will leave our kids, our grandkids, with better opportunities than we have today. There's been a lot of talk lately about what the government federally on a state level should be doing to get the economy going again. And I think that statement in and of itself is flawed because the reason, in large part, why we're here in the first place is because the government stuck their nose in their legislative pins where it didn't need to be. And I think we need to, as a representative, I want to fight to put the power back in the hands of the people. You know, it sounds really warm and fuzzy and really, really good to say that the government can be all things to all people. But the reality is that it's not possible, it can't be the case, and it shouldn't be the case. It's not the foundation that the country was built upon, and continuing with that mentality, we've seen it on a federal level, we can all attest to it, will literally bankrupt us at some point. And so we need to fight against that on a state level as well as at the federal level. I was speaking with a prominent business owner in town the other day, and he was discouraged by the fact that excellence is no longer being rewarded in America. If citizens are in control of their own decisions and ultimately their own success and their own failure, they work harder because they know that what they do has a direct impact on the money that's in their pocket when they go home at the end of the day. And if that simple, it sounds really, really simple, it sounds really elementary, but if that simple economic equation continues to be altered, the motivation for people to be driven to succeed will disappear, and as a state and as a country, it's not a road we want to go down. The 44th District is a new district, brand new, that was redrawn due to growth in Boone County. I think it deserves a new voice. I think it deserves a fresh voice. My agenda, I don't want it just to be my agenda, but I want it to literally be the agenda of the people of Northeast Columbia, Centralia, Hallsville, Sturgeon, and Clark. I'm going to be guided by my faith. I'm going to be guided by my core beliefs, and I will work as hard as I can to ensure that the voice that represents the 44th District is a voice of passion, a voice of integrity, and a voice of common sense.